From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today is January 15th, 2K14. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hello! I'm Wayne Alley.
I'm Kim Bess. Good morning. Glad to see you on a Wednesday morning.
Glad you're with us today, and I hope you're enjoying your day.
That's
well,
right.
What's on the program for today, Kim?
Let's see. Today we're going to have, that's right, we had a lieutenant come in from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
There you go.
He's talking about his job and talking about the fact that this is Mentor Month.
Oh, that's great.
And he's going to give us some details about that.
Excellent.
I believe Meg came in from the DGDC, Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation, talking about activities through the month of January and February.
They have so many things going on.
I mean, it's always busy.
Busy.
And then Sherry Archibald stopped by, and she's talking about activities through the next month at the Paramount Theater. Opportunities for you.
You talk about busy. Now,
Ooh.
the Paramount Theater is so busy.
I'm telling you.
You know, they're booked up all the way through the middle of the year.
They are.
Their weekends are.
And so many different types of things, from comedies to productions for children, productions for adults. The list goes on and
They
on of
have
activities that happen.
The Praxis Film Festival coming at
Right.
the end of this month.
That's
you know.
exactly right.
Yeah, that's on
Lots
the,
going on.
The 31st, I believe, is the first day of that.
That's the collaboration with the community college.
Exactly. All right, today, January 15th, our
Yes.
Art Linkletter starred on the CBS radio debut of House Party this day in 1945. Art Linkletter, the show continued to air for 22 years, including a long stint on CBS television. He wrote books about experiences with kids on the show. You remember that?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Kids Say the Darndest Thing was his book. The segment of the show, Kids Say the Darndest Thing, and his resulting books were among the most popular in early daytime television.
You know, Bill Cosby did that later.
He
Kids
did,
Say the
that's
Darndest
right.
Thing show. He took that over.
He
Yeah.
did a good job with it, but was not,
Just wasn't the same.
didn't have the same punch
Yeah.
that Art Linkletter had with it.
You're right.
Not taking anything at all away from Cosby. He's one of my favorites. But in fact, Art Linkletter was on there a couple of times with him. I think
was
to
he? I
kinda
didn't see that.
Well, in the early part. Super Bowl number 1. This day, 1967, the Green Bay Packers over the Kansas City Chiefs, 35-10. Tickets were $10.
Wow. Boy, has that changed.
Hasn't that changed?
So 67 was the very first year.
Yep. That was the first one. Birthdays today on January 15th. We have people having birthdays today, and as soon as I find the page that says January 15th, I'll tell you who they are. Here they are. Charo is having a birthday. The singer is 63 years today. Chad Lowe, Rob's brother, is 46 today. He's on the TV series ER and Melrose Place.
Yes.
Eddie Cahill, 36, played the role of hockey goalie Jim Craig in Miracle alongside Kurt Russell. He and Kurt Russell starring in Miracle. Eddie Cahill, 36. Mario Van Peebles is 57 today. Chris Warren Jr. had a famous dad, but I can't remember his name. Anyway,
That doesn't
Chris
sound familiar.
Warren Jr. is 24 today. He became known for his role as Zeke Baylor in High School Musicals, the name of that TV show. Margaret O'Brien is 77 today. For those who don't know the name, she was a child actress who played in 1940s movies. She's 77. And Andrea Martin is 67 today. She played Aunt Vula in the box office comedy hit My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, that was a great little movie.
She
It
is
wasn't a little
67
movie, but it was a
No,
great movie.
Anyway, she played Aunt Vula. She's 67 today.
Happy birthday.
Happy.
That's right. Well, let me tell you a few things happening at the Paramount, the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Okay, what's going on?
Sarah and I were talking recently, and she was talking about how they have made this booklet that runs down every single thing they offer, from exhibits to classes that they offer, and the list goes on and on. So
Everything?
I wanted everything.
Wow.
And believe me, it's packed.
Wow.
On January the 20th, a 1,000 Words exhibit. It's their opening night from 5 to 7. And this is an exhibit that features photographs of Vietnam taken by Vietnam veterans.
Oh boy.
Can you imagine seeing it through their eyes? Oh my goodness. Starts on January the 20th and it'll run through the 31st. Starts at 5 to 7 p.m. on the January the 20th. Love to have you come in. Exhibits don't cost a thing. You just walk through and you can just enjoy and look at the photos that they've taken from their perspective. January the 23rd is open mic night from 7 to 9. Join us at the Arts Council every second and fourth Thursday of each month. Share your talent from music or the spoken word. You just give them a call and get registered so they know you're coming. And that's January 23rd, open mic night. Perfect place to just share your talent.
It really is. It really is.
Then following that, on February the 7th, First Friday and food. How about that?
Whoa.
It's an exhibit opening and a reception from 5 to 8. Come in and meet their local studio artist, enjoy some refreshments, listen to live music, view the exhibits, and actually watch an artist demonstrate their talent right there live.
Where does the food come in?
That's the reception part of it. It's there waiting for you the whole time from 5 to 8.
Wow, I love
yes.
it. Okay.
Enjoy some food and some art and some live music.
I love it.
Can't beat it.
No, we have a great arts council here, and I hope people are able to go to some of these events.
That's right, and so many of them are free of
And
charge.
it's right over there on John Street. John and Walnut, can't miss it.
That's
Okay.
right. Well, let's
All
go
right.
ahead to some of our interviews. First up being Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Enjoy. Good morning and welcome back to WGTV today. Joining me today is Lieutenant David AVASTHI. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
He is from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and he's with us today to talk about his position on base and mentorship, how it's affected him in his life. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Glad to be here, ma'am.
Well, we're excited to hear about your job, your position, and how mentorship has affected you in your career thus far. Can you give me a little bit of background?
Sure. So I am the Material Management Flight Commander down at the base, and I supervise about 100 people. 100 people, from people who have just joined the military to have been in the military for over 20 years. And mentorship has been a huge part of that experience.
Well, mentorship, is, you were telling me off air before we started filming about how that really affected you in your career choices. Tell me what made you decide to join the military in the very beginning.
The military, to me, was initially a stepping stone to something I wanted to do later in the future. Once I joined, I realized some of the great experiences that I'd had so far, some of the great experiences that some of my mentors had had, and I was really looking to have experiences like that myself in the future. So I've stuck around and I love it so far, and some of the experiences from the mentorship I've received have been great.
Well, David, tell me a little more about you personally. Where are you from and how did you end up in beautiful Goldsboro, North Carolina?
I'm from New York. I'm 25 years old, and I went to school at University of Maryland, did ROTC there, and then this became my first duty station. I got here in 2010.
Well, tell me about your transition from New York to Goldsboro.
Wow, so it's
Yeah.
it's definitely
It's a little different, right?
it is a little bit different, but it's been great. The hospitality that Goldsboro has for the military has been really tremendous, giving the experience to my family, and I've loved being here so far.
Well, we're glad to have you. You know, we interview individuals quite often that have come from places all over the world, and they end up in Goldsboro at Seymour Johnson. And we have such a community love for our military base, and I'm sure you felt that. I talk with lieutenants, colonels, different people almost every day about how much we appreciate, our community appreciates our military, what an impact it makes. And over again, I hear, you know, Goldsboro may not be the largest city in the world, but it is one of the most hospitable, and it is one of those that you know immediately that you are welcomed.
Yes, ma'am,
And
definitely.
very much appreciated in our community, and we're glad to continue to hear that and glad you felt that.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Well, this particular month is Mentor Month in the military, and we want to hear more about why do you think mentorship affects other individuals as they join the military from day one, or 5 years down the road, or even 20 years down the road. Why do you think it's important?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, people come from all over the country, all over the world in some cases, and join the military, and they come to us, and we are expected to take care of them. They come to us with a variety of life experiences, and some are very young, and we're here to kind of help them grow and develop into adults and for the rest of their life, whether it's in the military or whether it's on to greater things, because we help them with family things, we help them with career choices, and those experiences stick with them forever.
So it sounds like really the mentorship, you're really help molding the individuals into the people they're going to become.
Exactly, and we make sure that we do an absolutely good job with that, encourage the environment where they are actually finding the mentors that fit their personality best and what they want to do in the future.
And that's so important, isn't it? Finding
Yes,
that
ma'am.
right mentor that really fits.
Exactly.
Well, tell me a little more about your position, your job. You're actually the Material Management Flight Commander. Now tell us and tell the entire community, what does that exactly mean?
So what we do in material management is we warehouse all the parts for the F-15s that you see flying all over Goldsboro every day. All the jets that need maintenance, need repairs, need different parts, whether it's at home or whether they're getting ready to deploy. We're providing those parts to our maintenance counterparts and making sure that the jets are mission capable to fly.
All the parts.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a very large job.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, tell me, how many individuals work with you and under you?
Under me directly, I only have about half a dozen people that have a lot more Air Force experience than I do. And part of that is the mentorship relationship that we have. They provide me guidance on what they think, what they've seen works best. And I provide what I've seen in the other different experiences that I've had. And that relationship is tremendous when we're talking about impacting the people that have come all over the world to fall under our leadership.
Give me an example of a day in the life of your life.
It changes every day.
Keeps it exciting, right?
So many different things can happen when we're talking about 100 people's lives. You can imagine that everyone is having a different life experience at any given time, and it's our responsibility to be there for them regardless of what it is. So it can be very unpredictable at times, but generally we're just making sure that the jets are taking off as needed because the mission is a huge priority. And then we're also attending to the needs of our airmen and making sure they're developing into the leaders that the Air Force needs.
Wow. Where would you say you see yourself in, let's just give you 3 years. What would you like to be doing in 3 years?
3 years, I'd like to continue leading people in whatever fashion that may be. The mentorship that I've received, I want to continue to pass that on to other people. I want to also to continue to get mentorship from some of the great Air Force leaders that we have. So I want to be a part of the leadership experience that the Air Force offers, regardless of what fashion that looks like.
Excellent. Well, kudos to you and hope things go well in your endeavors. Tell me one last thing, if you will. If you were going to describe your experience in Goldsboro, North Carolina, to someone back in New York, tell me, what would you say to them?
I would say to them that they should probably come down and visit, see what it's like, because what we do, what the community does collaboratively to make the Seymour Johnson Air Force mission actually happen is an effort that involves the community and involves the base working together, and it's really a great thing to see, very unique, something that we don't see in a non-military community up in New York where I'm from. So it's a great experience that I'd encourage people to see.
Excellent. I continue to hear that over and over, and it really does make us very happy to hear that you guys feel that way and that you continue to, as your experience lingers here in Goldsboro, that you continue to feel the appreciation that we all feel for you. And we really do say thank you for what you do and thank you for your service.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for being here today. I hope you've learned a little more about what Lieutenant David AVASTHI does here in Goldsboro, North Carolina. And remember, mentorship, that's this month, January, North Carolina, here in Goldsboro. We'd hope for you to take someone under your wing and mentor them as well. And that's all on WGTV today.
Thanks for watching. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, in the heart of Goldsboro, in the heart of Wayne County.
We're here today with Meg GERNAAT of the Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. Hello.
Hello.
How is the DGDC?
We're good.
All right.
2014. We made it through 2013.
I know. Wonderful. And your holidays were good, I hope.
Yes, they were very good.
So what does the DGDC have to look forward to in 2014?
We have a lot to look forward to.
You always do. What's going on?
Well, right now we're really ramping up our sponsorship campaign, which is when we get our sponsors who help us host our free family-friendly events every year.
Okay.
And so, that goes on January through the first week of March, and we ask, businesses to join in the fun of supporting our programs and our events, and, we help promote their business throughout the year.
Right.
So, if businesses are interested in doing that, we just ask that they contact our office.
And this is what you're all about. This is what you do, promoting business, downtown business, getting the word out about businesses, including new businesses. What about some of the new things going on? Some of the new restaurants?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
We've got Matchbox, which is new.
Yes.
And they've got a great menu.
They do.
And their atmosphere is really cool.
I love it.
It's a very big city.
Yeah.
And then we've got a candy store that's supposed to be opening in February, and that's on Center Street. It's called Emmeline's.
Oh, boy.
And-
Candy store, huh?
Yes. And they're going to specialize in a really delicious fudge. Yes.
Really? Oh, my
Really,
goodness.
really good fresh creams
Ooh.
and sugars and flavors that sound amazing. So
Okay.
get your spandex pants, your elastic
Yeah.
pants ready.
I need to work on that, yeah.
Because it's within walking distance. So it's
It is
all
within one.
flavors.
Okay. All right. And they're going to open when? Did you?
We're looking at February
Okay.
right now.
Good. All right.
And of course, we've got our events list
Mm-hmm.
all lined up. We've got our Center Street Jam band selected. We've got a few new bands this year that I'm excited.
Oh, really?
We've
Okay.
got the Malphus Brothers, who have not played for us before.
Love those guys.
Yes, they're very familiar in Wayne County.
Yes, they are.
We've got Blake Kearney Band, Jim Quick and the Coastline
Oh,
Band.
great.
And then, some familiar favorites. We got the Embers and
Yeah.
Spare Change and Liquid Pleasure. So we've got a lot going on.
So we've got some new and some guys returning as well. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, we wanted to mix it up a little bit this
That's
year.
great. So when does the Center Street Jam begin?
They start mid-May.
Okay.
They go through August 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we've got our first event is actually in March 14th, and that's Shop the Block.
Oh, that's right. Now that's fun. Tell us about
It
that.
is.
What's going to happen?
So Shop the Block is really our effort in promoting everyone to shop locally.
Mhm.
So we ask people to come downtown, shop at our downtown restaurants and businesses, and just really kind of help the homegrown economy thrive. It's
Mhm.
been really successful. Our downtown business owners are always thrilled when people come in, and our office actually goes and sends out a ghost shopper to pass out downtown. So if you're caught
A
spending
ghost
money,
shopper.
Yeah.
Can you see through them?
Well, not really, but if you're caught spending money locally, they will hand you a few downtown.
Oh, okay. Is it real money?
Well, it's real funny money.
Real funny money?
Yeah.
Then it can
It
be
can be spent at the
redeemed.
participating
Okay.
businesses.
All right.
Like real money.
Okay, like real money. All right. Ghost shopper. That sounds like fun.
It is. And then what's really exciting, which I think is going to draw a really diverse crowd to downtown that we
Yeah.
don't usually get, is the Praxis Film Festival.
Oh, yes.
That's coming up the 31st of January.
I think you said that this was the third
I
Praxis.
believe it's the
I
third.
believe it is. Yeah.
But it's really cool. You get a bunch of short films and long films. It's an independent film festival, but that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So I just love that artistic feel
Yes.
that comes with independent film festivals.
Yeah.
So I really encourage everybody to come out for that. It's from 1 p.m. till midnight on the 31st downtown. Day 2 is at the community college, but $10 gets you a one-day pass, and you can come and go as you please, or $15 gets you the weekend pass.
And I love independent films. You can do so much.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so much talent that can be seen. And this is not just photograph, not just a video of someone's vacation.
No.
It's actually movies.
Yeah, I always feel a little inspired after watching them because it's like, oh, this person went out and made this film with
Yes.
you can just feel the passion in them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I love them. I feel like I just need to go home and grab my video camera.
Oh, there you
But
go.
I'm not that talented, so
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the professionals.
I understand. There you go. Okay, now what if someone wants to know more about the DGDC office? Where do they go? How do they call?
They can, well, what I prefer they do is if they have Facebook, to go to Facebook
Yes.
and look up Downtown Goldsboro.
Okay.
That's really, minute by minute we're posting things. But we also have a website. It's
Okay.
dgdc.org.
dgdc.org.
We've
Okay.
got information there as well, and our events calendar, our incentives for business owners, everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meg GERNAAT is the promotions coordinator. for DGDC, Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right. Today we're talking with Sherry Archibald, the director of the Goldsboro Paramount. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Always good to see you, Sherry.
Good to see you. Good to be here at our new year.
I know you've got so many things going on at the Paramount.
We do. We have about a 2-week breather, so
You're kidding.
we're trying to cram in all these projects before things start really slamming again. Because from about the 4th week in January until mid-June, we are booked every weekend. So
Wow.
we have lots of great things to talk about. So like I said, we've got, it's time to start getting on budget and planning the next series and all these other projects that I need to get done within this small window.
Well, you were here the other day with Jack Cannon. We were talking about the Praxis Film Festival.
Yes.
In case anybody missed that, tell us about it.
We're really excited about that. It's a partnership with the Wayne Community College Foundation. We were invited to join them in their 4th year. And it's a 2-day festival. First day at the Paramount on the 31st on a Friday. And the second day it is at the college on February 1st on Saturday. So lots of wonderful short independent films, some animated, some documentaries, a lot of great, very thought-provoking shows and films. I've watched some of them, and I've never been to a film festival. And so I was really interested in seeing some of the short films. And some of them, what amazed me, some of them that were my favorite, of course, they were like 11 minutes, and it just felt like you got so much of a whole story.
In such a short time?
And that you were just so captured into what was happening in such a short time.
Right.
I know Jack talks about one of them that is my favorite, Crescendo, and it was 11 minutes. And I said, really? I felt like it was just hours because it just felt like I just lived it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So.
Well, some are 11, some are longer, some are shorter. It's a film festival.
Exactly,
Independent
and
filmmaking.
the beauty is you can pop in and out, and it's expected when you're at a film festival. It's not that you have to be like, oh, I have to go and I've got to be seated there the whole time for 12 hours. We're having our first day, which is at the Paramount, starts at 1 p.m. and we've got short films and documentaries going until midnight.
Wow.
And so it's going to be, it's going to be a big day, but you don't have to stay the whole time. You might look at this and say, well, I want to go take a break, go have dinner. There will be scheduled breaks. But if you see something that doesn't appeal to you, you can pop out and go shopping across the street and come back 15 minutes later.
Wow, that's great. That's on January 31st and February 1st
Right.
at the Paramount, and then on the 1st at the college.
That's correct.
All right, now February 1st, what do you have here for February 1st?
On the 1st, we have got the Malpas Brothers returning.
What?
I
The
know.
Malpas Brothers at the Paramount?
Yes, every year we do our very best to get them scheduled. Every January or February, we do love having them.
They are great.
And they, I will share with you, they were part of our arts market, which is through the North Carolina Arts Council and the North Carolina Presenters Consortium back in November, and they showcased. And so there were about 300 folks there from all over North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, presenters that have theaters, and they were blown away. And it was just so exciting to see.
Anyone who knows the Malpas Brothers, love the Malpas Brothers. These guys are great. They're good friends. There's 2 brothers in the band, and they just do a wonderful job
do.
at entertaining. Whether you like bluegrass music or not, if you like to be entertained, these guys can certainly do it.
Well, these guys love the traditional country.
They do.
Certainly some bluegrass,
gospel.
So they do it all. Johnny Cash, Elvis, and they sound like them.
Hank Williams.
Oh yeah, they do
traditional,
a
country.
wonderful job, and it was really so awesome to be able to sit in the audience. And I had someone sitting beside me who knew them, and he leaned over and he said, "Watch this. They're going to blow everybody away."
Yeah.
And
they do.
Absolutely did.
They do. They blow everybody away. So if you enjoy being entertained, and any idea what tickets are going to cost on this?
Oh yes, they are $12 for seniors and adults.
Just
at Paramount.
$12?
And they are $15 for regular adult tickets. And the show is at 7:30 on Saturday the 1st. And it's very often that we have it as a matinee on Sunday.
Right.
So we're, this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have kind of a Saturday night dinner out. Maybe been at Praxis earlier during the day at the college, and you're going to come see the show there in the evening. So it's at 7:30 Saturday the 1st.
Wow, $15 the tickets, $12 for seniors, and February 1st and you will enjoy the Malpass
You
Brothers.
will.
Oh boy! And what's coming on the following week?
And then February 7th, Wayne Community Concerts
That's
will.
a Friday.
That's a Friday.
Okay.
And they will present the Jesse Lynch Band, which is a jazz band.
Oh boy!
Wayne Community Concerts, you may not realize, but has been around 75 years. And they do an excellent job bringing quality entertainment to us here. These are folks who travel all over the world, these artists do. So very much like our series, they bring their own series. And you do need to be a member. But if you don't have a membership, traditionally they will have tickets the day of the event at the door for $20 a person.
Okay.
Their membership is for 4 to 5 shows a year. $50, $55. It's unbelievably affordable.
For all of them, all of the shows.
Yes.
Wow.
And again, quality entertainment, people who are traveling all over the world. So we have that on February the 7th. And February the 8th is our last movie for this series, The Princess Bride. We started a few years ago with a series of classic and holiday movies, and so it's really been a good turnout and bringing people that maybe aren't traditionally seeing live performances.
Right.
And so they're attracted to come to see the movie, and when they get there and see all these great performances coming up, we've got them coming back to see those. So
All right.
that's been a great turnout too. I'm very excited about mid-February, Valentine's weekend.
Oh, Valentine's week.
Yeah.
What's going on?
February the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Okay.
Center Stage Theater will be in, and they are bringing Steel Magnolias. So that's
Really?
it's going to be a fun show.
Really? Steel Magnolias?
Yes, and
That was
we'll
a big movie.
We'll definitely make sure and have some interviews for your viewers to see, so that you can see some of the performers that are going to be participating. But that's going to be fun. And then at the end of February and early March, Stage Struck will be bringing their always awesome and fabulous musicals. They're bringing Footloose.
Footloose.
Isn't that going to be fun?
Love that. That was also a great movie. But Steel Magnolias and Footloose are actually plays performed on stage at the Paramount Theater.
That's correct. So in mid-February with Valentine's weekend is Center Stage Theater bringing Steel Magnolias.
Right.
And then February the 27th, 28th, and then March the 1st and 2nd is going to be Footloose, the musical.
Okay, the 27th, I believe, is a Thursday. And then
They'll be
Friday,
there Thursday
Saturday,
night.
Sunday.
Thursday, Friday,
Wow.
Saturday, Sunday,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
One other thing to share, the only event out of all those that we listed, Wayne Community Concerts, they do something a little different with their tickets because of membership. But all those that we have just mentioned will have tickets at the box office at the Paramount Theater.
Oh, okay.
So it really is easy. You can call us at 583-8432. You can go to our website at goldsboroparamount.com. Tickets are available through eTix right on our website.
That's
or
the easiest
you can
way.
come in
Yeah.
and we can process them for you right there. We're there Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. We close for lunch from 12 to 1, but we are there all day ready to process tickets for you. Makes it a lot easier.
So as you walk in the door on the left, you go through the door and you're right there on the left.
You
That's
got
the
it.
ticket window right there at the Paramount Theater on South Center Street in downtown Goldsboro. Sherry,
Thank you very much.
thank you for being with us. Sherry Archibald of the Paramount Theater. Back on WGTV, that's Wayne Goldsboro Television.
That's
we
right.
hope you have joined us. And just in case, I have heard some people say, I can't get you guys anymore. Tell those people that we're there. You just have to go to 97.6 digital channel. Time Warner has moved our channel for those who do not have access to digital channels.
Right, if you have analog.
If you have analog, they moved us, and you can get to us on the 97.6 digital channel. And to get that, you may need to go to Time Warner, but give them a call if you're having trouble, or if your neighbors are having trouble getting us anymore, and ask Time Warner how you can get this program on your TV.
And what I've been told by several is you just have to go and get a converter box
That's it.
and plug that into your television.
It's
And
just a very small box.
and I believe for the first year it's free of charge.
It is. It is. And if you need to use that converter box thereafter, it's only 99 cents a month. Not a great deal.
Right.
And of course, we're worth at least that much.
Yes, we
So
are.
there you go.
Well, just to find out what's happening.
Yeah.
That's definitely worth
exactly
it.
right. That's exactly right. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the month already. Today
Yes, it is.
Humanitarian Day.
Humanitarian Day.
Take a human to lunch.
Well, that's always great.
That's always a good idea. All right. Let's see, the 15th. It's the middle of the month.
It certainly is.
Last week Man, we had some cold weather. You remember that?
Oh my goodness. Yes, I definitely remember it. For a couple, 2 or 3 days there, they were some of the lowest temperatures we've had in quite a few years.
Yeah, we got down into the single digits.
Single
there.
digits, that's right.
A couple of times there. Well, that's what it was. I think here in Goldsboro we were in the double digits, but we were in low double digits. But the weather is all over the place right now because this is actually wintertime, so it's supposed to be cold, but
That's
not
right.
quite that cold.
We're not quite used to 10 degrees, right?
That's not quite. You're very right about that. Not quite used to that, but the weather's improving, and we had a nice weekend.
Well, look, if you don't like the weather one day, if you'll wait a day or two, it's something completely different.
It will change. Sure
Something
it
for
will.
everyone.
Okay, the Wayne County
yes.
and City of Goldsboro having their competitive blood drive again this year, coming up on January 23rd at the Red Cross chapter on North George Street, beginning at 10 a.m. You can give blood. And last year, the city beat the county pretty handily.
Yes, we did.
Beat us quite well. So this year,
Come on, county employees.
That's right. Come on, county employees. We're going to beat the city this year, and that's on the 23rd of this month.
And where
All
do they
right?
go?
They go to the Red Cross office at 600 North George Street in Goldsboro, 10 a.m. till 2:30.
Make sure you tell them if you're a city or a county employee so they can get it documented in the right
Exactly
spot. Right,
That's-
Wayne?
That's exactly right.
I want to also remind you we have a school of government that is being offered for any citizen who lives in Goldsboro, Wayne County. We are offering this. It's a 8-week, I believe it's 8 weeks, that you come one night a week for a couple hours and you learn about local government. You learn about how we run local government. You learn all about the different departments, what they do, why we need it. This is all in an effort to educate individuals who are thinking about being a part of boards or commissions or wanting to run for some type of local office. This is a way for you to be educated, free of charge, learning all about Goldsboro and your community.
That's right. This is really a good program.
You can find out more about it on our website, goldsboronc.gov.
Okay. And you can check out the county as well at waynegov.com, waynegov.com. And if you like, you could send us a message. Send Kim or me a message at WGTV at waynegov.com. It's that easy. All right?
There you go.
We'll be back tomorrow.
That's
all right.
right.
Join us again tomorrow morning or throughout the day as the program repeats itself throughout the day here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.